Okay, so we're going to solve using the quadratic formula. So we have a quadratic equation here. 3x squared equals 8x plus 9. So one thing about quadratic equations, since we're using the quadratic formula, we need everything on one side. So we need the equation to equal 0. Okay? So what you're going to do, you have the quadratic formula, which you should learn, and we have to identify A, B, and C so that we can plug it into the formula. So my A is 3, my B is -8, and my C is -9. So I'm going to substitute those values into the formula. Okay, so it's just a direct substitution into the A, into the B, into the C, okay? And so then we just simplify. So we get 8 plus or minus 64 plus 108 over 6. 8 plus or minus. So we get 8 plus or minus the square root of 172 over 6. So you have to see if 172 has a perfect square inside of it. So you need to break down 172 and make sure that it's simplified as much as possible. So there's a perfect square inside of 172. So we can pull a 2 out. Okay, so then you look, you have 8, 2, and 6, all right? You leave the radical alone and you just look at those three values. They all have a common factor of a 2, so you're going to factor that out. So we factor 2 out of all of them, and that's going to leave us with a 4 square root 1 all over 3. And that would be your answer. And remember, you could write it as 2 separate answers in this form. So either way is correct. Okay? And that's the quadratic formula.